Hello, everybody. Intuition here. Thank you, as always, for making time and space for us. Today, we would like to talk about this month's forecast of November. November is a very special, exciting, peaceful, so to speak, month comparative to October and September. It is peaceful because what November represents is acceptance. That is the energy that November carries with it. Where September was about realizing and recognizing, being in awareness of some of the issues that have been pervasive in your life during the year that have gotten in the way of you being able to act or understand yourself in a more thorough way. October being all about denial with regards to once you've uncovered through that reconnaissance of what it is that's been getting in the way, denying to some level, not being able to accept what it is that's been the obstacles that have not allowed you to be all it is that you can be, so to speak, within the year. November is all about acceptance. I'm able to accept and see clearly, viscerally, what it is, again, that has gotten in the way of me being me. And after denying that, out of being rigid in my understanding, I am able to move into acceptance. And acceptance really simply comes down to acknowledgement. To accept does not mean that I agree with what it is that has taken place, with the obstacles, with the circumstances, with some of the people that have potentially gotten in the way of me being able to see clearly. I do not have to like the situation to accept it. Me accepting simply means that I'm clearly and objectively realizing what is in front of me. And through that acknowledgement, I am able to change my circumstances, because if I'm not even able to see and acknowledge what it is that's in front of me in an objective way, then I can never really address it in a total way that would enable a change. And so November carries an energy of acceptance, but moreover peace, because these last 2 months really are, for many of us, some of the hardest months of the year. Because again, it's all about facing what it is that has been in front of you for most of the year, but with clear eyes. And through that recognizing and then denial, coming out of the other side and simply accepting all that is, allows for the possibility in December to clear it. Because again, November is all about acceptance, which means that the next month, December, means that it is about purging all of that you do not want, all of that which you've recognized has been getting in your way. So November is not necessarily about doing anything, realizing that through your acceptance, you are doing everything. To accept, though it looks like a period of inaction, is really allowing the fluidity that's needed to do the next step, which is to purge and let go of all of that which has, again, been holding you back and creating a barrier around what it is that you're truly wanting to experience. And so November is a peaceful month because we are accepting all that is. And again, that does not mean that we are okay with what it is that's happening. It does not mean that we have to love it. You could still hate everything that's going on and accept what it is that's in front of you. And also knowing that I don't necessarily need to do anything with that acceptance. I don't need to move into action right away, because that is more of what December is about. Again, December is about the purge. So right now, all that really needs to be done, if anything, is realizing that I'm accepting and acknowledging, and through that is creating the framework needed for December, in which I start letting things go. I start moving through the obstacles and challenges that would otherwise hinder what is coming to me in January. In January, as we all know, have heard of a million times, is all about new beginnings, but is more about allowing what needs to come in without the obstacles of the old shit getting in the way. And you can't really achieve that without realizing what's been getting in the way, going through the denial process of what's getting in the way, accepting what it is that's getting in the way, so that in December you could clear it out of the way, so that in January that crap could come in. the new stuff, the exciting stuff. So, the worst, so to speak, for many of us, not all of us, but for most of us, the worst is over. September and October being some of the hardest months because, again, it is facing the monster that has been in the closet for most of the year. And now that the monster's out of the closet and we're staring that monster in the face, November, we are accepting that there's a monster in the closet. And I'm staring it right in the eye. And in December, we serve that monster with an eviction notice. So, congratulations to making it through some of the toughest months. And how fantastic, how wonderful it is to be now on the other side of it, because this is smooth sailing, so to speak. So, that is how we understand the energy of November to be. You might still be in some aspects of denial, as it is still the very beginning of November. But towards the middle of November, if you're not already feeling that level of acceptance already, you will really start moving into it in a more fluid, complicit way. And so, as always, we wish you well in accepting and acknowledging all that has been hindering you from being all it is that you could be. As always, we're full of gratitude for you making time and space for us. And we encourage you to look forward to the purging process that is coming, because that is some of the most fun of the year, throwing out all the things that are no longer of service to you. Well wishes as always.